Hello, welcome to another Material Handling Minute with Chuck. Today we're going to continue with our discussion on battery wash equipment, specifically the recirculation neutralization systems. Let's start a discussion with the RNS1. The purpose of the recirc systems from BHS are to allow you to contain the wastewater that's accumulated during the washing, rinsing of your battery fleet. Keep in mind that as you accumulate the wastewater, the reservoir contents will become more acidic from collecting it and removing it from the tops of your batteries. This will eventually require you to treat that, neutralize that solution. During the normal operation of the RNS1, you will be required to test the pH and make adjustments accordingly to bring it more towards the level of 7 on the pH scale. That is accomplished with the tools that are provided with the unit. The Omega pH meter, included here, battery operated. BHS is also providing you with the pH solutions for testing and adjusting, calibrating the Omega meter. We also will include the neutralizing solution. I caution you, you will only need to add a small amount to adjust the pH of the unit. And then you'll go through a testing procedure to find that pH level of 7. So during the normal usage of your wash operation, you will accumulate and remove heavy particulate and heavy metals from the solution. BHS has got you covered. We're going to provide you with 4 filters to accomplish that task. Notice here today on the RNS unit, we've got 2 different pressure gauges. This is before the filtration and this is after the filtration. The normal pressure should be 50 pounds per square inch is via the regulator. The output, if it deviates more than 10 pounds from the 50, that's giving you an indication that the filters are becoming clogged and will soon need to be changed. When the RNS1, the RNS3, or the RNS4 is shipped from BHS without an adjoining wash cabinet, it will be supplied with a wand and the appropriate length hose to accomplish their cleaning task. Let's talk about the differences between the RNS1 and the RNS3 and the RNS4 from BHS. The RNS3 would be the stainless steel cabinet, as you see here, of 200-gallon capacity. And then it would have the output via the wand, and then water would be recirculated back into the 200-gallon tank where it's filtered for reuse. Notice that we've got the number 10 blue housing where the filter is contained. We're supplying you with the extra filters, 4 total with every shipment. The RNS3 from BHS will include the pH meter that we talked about just a few moments ago and a supply of the neutralizing conditioner to adjust the pH level of the water that's being reused for cleaning your batteries. The RNS4 from BHS includes a pH probe that continually monitors the pH level of the water in the holding tank and is indicated here on the front of the cabinet through the meter. The RNS4 has some other really convenient features that will greatly expedite the use and the maintenance of the wash system as a whole. We have an add water sensor indicator here, and then when it gets to the extreme level, it will shut down until additional water is added to the holding tank. We also have a high water warning here to prevent splash and overflow. The pH level is continually monitored, and when it reaches the extreme levels, it will give you a cutout, not allowing you to use water that's either too acidic or too alkaline during the cleaning of your batteries. Here's another feature, is the filter service required indicator here on the front of the cabinet. When the filters have become clogged beyond usage, you'll get the indication here telling you that they need to be exchanged. So once the pH level cutout has been activated, we'll need to recirculate the water and inject a neutralizing conditioner to bring that water tank back to the proper pH level. So once we've added the neutralizing conditioner, on the 3 it would be a manual addition, on the RNS4 it would be via this neutralizing pump injection cycle. We've recirculated that water And then on the 4, it will be retested. On the RNS3, you'll need to, again, gather a sample with your Omega meter and be assured that you've reached the proper pH level. Here behind the control panel door, you'll see we've got the ozone generator and the chemical pump for adding the neutralizing conditioner into the tank. We'll be supplying you with a sump pump kit. That kit will include the input and output hoses for attaching to the pans in the wash cabinet or the wash station. So we've got the bifold lids raised up for you here on the RNS3 or the RNS4. I want you to take a look at the inside. We've got a baffle set up in here to prevent movement of the water during transport and so forth. This unit is also incorporating the ozone generator. There's a stone, if you will, that's placed on the floor, the bottom of the tank, and this will emit a oxygen, such as if you're familiar with maybe in a fish tank aquarium, to prevent any early premature bacteria buildup, prolonging the life of the water. With the RNS3 and the RNS4, you're actually getting 2 different filtration components. The 5 and 20 micron filters that I showed you that are underneath in the blue housing. Then up here on the dump, the return of the wastewater, the used spent water, will be filtering it through a 100 micron sock type filter that's positioned and held here. And as always, we welcome your inquiries regarding any special requirements for your particular application. And with every product at BHS, please remember that we've got inside sales support and aftermarket support, which is available 24/7, 365. Thank you for watching this Material Handling Minute with Chuck. Stay tuned, we've got more coming your way.